Welcome to the Opal Cave. We're going to revisit this guy from last night, see if we can't save something from it, and we're going to go to something that hopefully is much better. The color on this one might be super good. We'll look at them here a little bit more and see what we can make out of these two stones. The color on this one, the brightness is just amazing. Unpolished and dry. Well, you can't see it very good there, but we're going to see if we can't go in. So Tommy, Opals, said that he would have attacked this stone from the other direction because that clear, big broad flash color bar that was on the other side would have probably been clear enough that all the color underneath it that's on the top of this now would have come up through that clear one, plus you would have had the broad flash. This has got enough cracks in it that if going down to that, the reason why I didn't do that, I had thought about that too, but is because the color bar, by the time we go to town, well, let me show you. All right, so the color bar on this side, it's angled, and by the time we get down to the color here, you can see the thickness of our stone. That's why I didn't choose that side to go down from, as our stone would be too thick, too thin, unless we cut it down into much smaller stones where that thickness would be okay for a smaller stone, or we'd back it as a doublet, in which case I don't want to do that. So I didn't think that was an option. However, but because of the state that the stone is, we don't lose anything by just going in there to see what that color would do. If it's going to be a specimen, we could double side it, hit that color from both sides, and possibly cut some smaller stones from it that being thinner would be okay with the thickness. Now this one right here is the one that I said yesterday. This might be the best stone or the worst stone in the parcel. Look at the color bar. There's just a peak of it right here, but it's hard to tell if it goes from this side all the way through to this side, if it wedges down, if there's any of it here, if there's any of it here. So we've got to figure that out and see if this stone is as good as it could be, or if our luck stays bad. So let's do that and see what we can get. This won't take very long to peek into this side. So we got color bar right there on it. Basically, we're just going to go right in. We may not even have to go all the way down. Yeah, so that big rolling broad flash that we saw in the color bar, there it is. But see, you can tell we're not even down to the color bar yet. We got the rolling color bar right there, green and blue. We've got all the other colors in there. What we'll do now is while we work on the other one, we'll let this one kind of dry a little bit. Let me clean that up just a little bit. We'll let it dry and then see how bad the cracking is. When I was looking at it, sorry, I dropped the stone here. When we were looking at it yesterday, I didn't think the cracking that was in this top went all the way down through. It looked like it was more surface cracks that were going to affect this side. Tell me how bad that hurts that we just can't get a stone like that out of that. But it's not facing as bright from this side of the part. That's because we're not down to it. But we're going to let it dry and then look at it for cracks while we work on the other one to see if it's something we can save. It's now dang near crystal at that thinness. I mean, you can see through it. Got a crack right there and right there, but you could get a stone here from the other side, but we'll let it dry and we can look at it a little better. So now we got our number 2 stone. So we need to find out where the color bar is at. Okay, there it is right there. It's really shallow right on the top. So it's probably not going to be in this corner much. Kind of funny how it's thick here. I mean, that color bar is nearly skin to skin. There's that last little bit that's not on this side, but it's not here. It goes very thin across that top. But there's a chance that we could turn that into a larger stone if we're careful with that color bar. I don't see much color in this corner right here. Maybe we just take that See, there it is. It wedges into right there and then quits again. Kind of schizophrenic. Got some here. The color bar's down here, so that might be two different color bars. See that we're picking up a little bit more right there. Let's get a better idea what this is here. I was thinking this was the top, but this thing is kind of weird. We might want to take this off and make this the top. Color faces, you can see it here, even with the skin on it, it's facing bright through it. We could take just a little bit off here. Okay, it's not there. Let's look at it from this side. Starting to get some color to see through. This color bar is just dipping and diving all over this stone. Okay, we're starting to get to it here. Yeah, this color bar is there on the top, all the way across. I'm not seeing cracks yet in this one. That's good. Big red color right there. I wonder if we want to get a stone right here and then a stone, man, I don't know. I think most of our good stone is right there or right here. This one is tough. That bright color right there has that sand right in the middle of it. I almost think we want to cut. We don't have any color right there in that corner, but we do on this side. There might be a really nice little stone right there. It's angling down right here. But popping up right here. Good grief. This color bar is a mess. thinking about going down to that color. But I think what's happening here is this color bar is domed just like I have the stone now. And I think we'd have a big hole there because it dives. I think we'd have a hole right there. It's hard to know what the right thing to do is. Cut it right here and get a stone there. It's obviously going to be bright and colorful. And then try to get a stone here. Yeah, the color in this corner is clear up on the other side. Stone there. Stone there. I think that's what we need to do. I think we need to get a stone right there. It's going to be about a carat, maybe a little bit over, and then see what we can make out of this side. Or we can go in from this side and try to make the more. We can do a little bit of that anyway. Okay, you can see hints that there's a nice stone in there. I think we attack that color bar the way it drops off here, because I think that's the color I want. Good grief, this is hard to figure out what to do. Make a comment, what would you do? Look at the color that's at stake. Side A, side B, that's where I'm seeing cleaner color. That's why I'm leaning toward that. This one's got these sandy spots in the face that go down to the color, and it doesn't appear to be as bright on this side as it will be on this side, because we still got a little bit of skin over this, and it's still brighter than this one that's closer to the color bar. That's why I'm attacking it the way I am. Gotta empty the water. Okay, now on this one, you can see the cracks, the black, the black, the black. Those are all three cracks. But it's not cracked near as bad as this side is. All the black, well, you can see there's cracks everywhere. This whole face is shattered. So we could split it on that crack right there and try to get a stone on this side and a stone on this side, face from this side. And as we went down, I think some more of this color would start coming through, like Tommy was saying. But look at that, man, it makes me sick every time I look at this stone. That is bright, bright, bright. This is nice if you don't look at the other side. But I think we want to split that. That crack right there, we might end up with a stone, stone, stone. It's worth a try. Try for a stone there. That's got a crack right through it. I tried for that side on a little one, but that might be a piece of inlay or something. Might as well go freeform, make it as big as we can. I think that illustrates still that I went in from the right side. Look at the color from this side. It's not that it's not nice, but look at the brightness and color from this side. Just no comparison. And this one doesn't seem to have any cracks in the face, but it's also not near as appealing. This one, these are just, I don't know that you could ever do anything with these because of the cracking, but all right, back to this one. That's the side with the least amount of color bar. Okay, I think we're ready to dop everything up. Hoping that clears up as we clean it up and gets a little bit brighter. Because the color is there, we just need the brightness to come through. I'm in slightly better mental state tonight. Apologize for last night's video. I don't want to do downer videos, but I'll tell you the story. I'm gonna try and be as, in the off chance that this information ever got anywhere else. I think it's smaller. I probably wouldn't tell the story, but I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to make anybody feel bad or uncomfortable or anything. But so if you guys don't know, I'm recently divorced. Very difficult, very, very difficult. And kind of starting to get out there, and I had somebody that I work with say, hey, I know who you should go to the rodeo with. I think you guys would be great together. And I said, okay, done, let's go. That was Saturday night. I had tickets for Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So Thursday night, somebody else that kind of, you kind of get it in your mind, you start thinking, well, eventually I'm going to have to start looking. And one person that I've been kind of interested in is the lady that's my barber. She trims my beard, cuts my hair. It's the only time my beard ever looks good. She seems nice. And the guys that I work with that go to her as well have been, dude, you need to take her out. You need to take her out. So Thursday, I booked a beard appointment I didn't need to go in and ask the barber, and that went well. And I just went in there and we were chatting. I said, hey, do you go to the rodeo? And she's like, well, I haven't gone in a while, but I think I want to go this year. I have tickets for Saturday, as a matter of fact. And I said, well, I have tickets for tonight if you wanted to go tonight. And it was kind of out of the blue, and but she accepted. I mean, let's keep the story short. She accepted, and long story short, we went out and had a very nice evening. We went to a nice dinner and had a pleasant night at the rodeo. So the next night, I almost didn't go because I was going to be by myself. But my son-in-law, my ex-son-in-law, was singing the national anthem at the rodeo. So I thought, well, I want to go to support him, and I want to go. So I go, and this is a fairly large stadium. I bought tickets, a while back, 2 tickets in case I had a date to go with, but I go by myself, and I get there, and I start walking up the steps, and there I see my ex-wife. I had seats K67 and 68. She had the seat right next to me. All the seats right next to me. Literally the next seat. So that was more than I could tolerate. I just can't. So I grab a grandbaby. The grandbabies are there, and loves of my life. And just I walk the around the food vendors and that stuff all night with one grandbaby or another, so that Mackenzie can enjoy the rodeo, and I don't want anybody to be uncomfortable, so I just kind of stay away. Well, so the next night is my blind date, and I haven't seen a picture of her. I don't know anything about her other than just the word of the person that I work with saying, hey, this person might be someone that you might be interested in dating. So I'm just gonna say this in the nicest way possible, but I get there, and let's just say that I immediately went, oh no, this is probably not a good idea. But anyway, we're already going. So we leave the house, and she says, hey, so how much has Rachel told you about me? And I said, well, not anything really, actually. I just wanted someone to go to the rodeo with, so she didn't tell me much. I didn't want to be too invasive and ask. She goes, well, I'm on probation. I got out of jail not too long ago, and it wasn't nothing serious, just some DUIs and Ambien and THC and just some stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that's great. So we go to dinner, and it's just awkward. Like it's just there's no other way to put it, but it's not a good fit. She's a nice lady, but it's not a good fit. And I'm really struggling about going to the rodeo now, but I have to. I don't want to be mean or rude. I would like her to have a nice evening. So we go, and I walk up to my seat and sit down, and there's my ex-wife with her date, the first time I've seen her since the divorce with somebody else. And of course she's dressed to the nines, and my ex-wife is gorgeous and she's looking great, and that's a train wreck, for me to have to sit there and look, because anyway. And I turn around behind me, and the lady that I took on Thursday night is seated right behind me, 2 rows up. Well, my date kept excusing herself to go to the bathroom. And so one of the times when she left, I turned around to talk to the lady behind me, and she just ghosted me hard, like just looked right over the top of me and past me. Well, I had told her that I had a blind date and that it was just, just something that I got set up on and everything, but she looked like she just flat ghosted me. So, anyway, so that's my rodeo. I sit there the entire time just trying to be nice, completely and utterly miserable. The next day I get up and it's a long story, but we still live in the same house, me and my ex-wife and I. We have a business that has to sell before she can pay me for my half of everything, so that I'm going to leave her everything and walk away. But long story short, she lives in one half of the house, I live in the other half of the house, and Sunday I get back from church and there's a car in the driveway. And she was out on a date with the guy she'd been with the night before at the rodeo, obviously. And so they come home and I leave. I can't, be there. So I leave and go to someone's house to just kind of be away for a while, and a couple hours go by and I come home and the vehicle's gone. So I pull up and start to walk in the house, and he pulls back up and he's got a bouquet of flowers and he's going to the front door. So I go to the back door and just slip into my room and sit there all night. Just lay awake all night. So if you want to know why my video last night was a downer, that's why. I know you're all dealing with things too. I am really struggling. Opal's been my escape and my getaway, and then you cut a stone like last night where the whole thing just kind of nukes on you and doesn't work out, and that's not much of a getaway. That's like, oh, I just threw $125 in the garbage, which is part of the game and that stuff. See, I'm shrinking a little bit because we don't have much color in this corner right here. It never did brighten up like I would have liked it to. We might go down a little bit more and see if it'll get a little bit brighter, but I don't know that it's going to. So there it is. Life is life. I'm going to move on. I'm going to be okay. I wish her the best. Wish her all the happiness in the world, I still don't know why we're divorced. I don't know. So that's why this is hard for me. If there was a reason, if I could go, oh, well, yeah, I did this or I did that. But you don't know me, but I have no addictions. I've never cheated. I've never been abusive. I've always worked hard. I go to church. She's never heard me curse. I don't curse or swear or yell. I don't know why, and that's why this is hard. It makes no sense, but everybody has their agency. Everybody gets to choose what they want in life, and you can't make anybody love you, and you got to move on. And I keep telling myself that, and I keep telling myself that maybe there's a chance that I'll be happy sometime. If this stone would face as bright as the other one, I would be happy for a minute. It's right there. The color's right there. It's just got that skin over it, that cloudy crap on it. Kind of a dead corner here that I keep kind of shrinking down a little bit of time. I don't want to have a dead spot, just a little bit right there. This should probably be the TMI series of videos. I haven't listed the stones for sale yet. I was going to try and get some input from maybe Phil from the Opal Mills. I was going to maybe send him a video and see if I'm okay on the pricing. I think that's less than $100 a carat for those two big ones. The other ones I would probably price somewhere around $30 to $50 a carat. But I don't want to, I don't want to be out of the ballpark. I think that's very reasonable for that stone, for its brightness and color and size. Over 8 carats for the one, almost 12 carats total on the two, a match set. But that's what I'm thinking. You guys give me your input. A lot of you guys have a lot of experience with Opal that are kind enough to watch these videos. Is that big? The one that was billed as the $1,700 crystal Andamuka. Is that one worth $1,000 for the set? If somebody from the channel wanted to offer me a little bit less than that, I would certainly do it for a viewer. For less than that. Like I said, I'm really the only purpose I'm doing it is there's a horse sale on July 19th. I know to get this type of horse I want, I know that the budget's going to be between $8,000 and $12,000, maybe even north of that. If it's a smaller sale. Right now, horses in this area can be $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, for a horse. This is a smaller sale down south. I know most of the guys that raise and sell these horses I know them. This is from my hometown before I moved to this area. I know the kind of horses they raise, and I know that probably for $8,000 to $12,000 I can get a really nice horse. But because I don't know where I'm going to be in the future, and if I'll have a place, and I don't know if I can stay here. Right here, one of the reasons why I'm here is I have a place to keep my horse here. I built stalls and paddocks and riding arena and fencing and everything for all the animals, and now I've been to fight and keep it. It would have been 12 to 14 months of legal battle, and I wasn't willing to do that. I couldn't. I need it to be over and done with. So now you guys know way too much about me. I hope that Opal right there makes it worth watching this downer video. But I'm trying to not be as low energy as I was last night. Just doing the best I can, like everybody else does. I know. Even just some of you people, people dealing with lost loved ones recently and heartache and everything. It's just the way of the world, and it's this way for a reason. We were put here to improve and grow, and you don't improve and grow in ease and comfort. We were put here to learn how to have eternal and lasting relationships, and you don't get that without trial and sacrifice. Let's move to the next wheel. I don't think those other two, we might polish them up real quick. This video is going to get too long, but I'll show them to you when they're done, but I won't show polishing them up. They probably would have been just left as a big specimen, be better off. I didn't end up getting the stones that I thought I would. Tommy, I think I was right. I think I split it from the right side. The cracks ruined it from either side, but we went in from the bright side, the beautiful side, the amazing side. That would have been, what was that, $200 a carat brightness and color if it wasn't all full of cracks and garbage. But that's the reason why that would be $200 a carat, is because for that color to work out and not have inclusions and not have sand and not have cracks is rare. It just doesn't happen very often. Even when you have everything in place, one thing out of place makes it sometimes nothing, no value. Isn't that crazy? Trying to get a little bit more of that skin off the top, make it pop. It's plenty bright, but it's just got that little bit of the haze, and I don't think it's going away. I'm going to sacrifice some dome and try though. But you see how we got that? I think you just have that when you got this kind of almost a gray tint to the potch. It's very, very light. It wouldn't be gray based, but it's not white and it's not crystal. And I don't think you ever quite get the skin off of it, that haze. Sometimes on some stones. So stone 2 of the 4 that I got from a TV Opal, I would say, is kind of a disappointment also, as far as $125 for the stone. Certainly that stone is worth $125, but the cloudiness, the color bar was extremely difficult to get it all in one place. All right. Well, I'm going to polish all of these and I'll show them to you. We'll weigh them, and I'm still waiting for the person that won the giveaway on the name of the song to reach out to me so I can ship out that ring. We'll do some more giveaways, if for nothing else, just for you guys putting up with me venting while I'm making videos. Good grief. Come on. It may have a little bit of cloud on it, but when it hits, that's the color you want it to hit with. Alright, so here's the triangle stone flew off into nowhere on the polishing wheel, and I wasn't going to crawl around and look for it. Both of them still had enough cracks in them that they're just specimens.
Today we're making chicken nuggets.
You're making chicken nuggets?
No, I mean chicken and rice.
Oh, chicken and rice. Is that your favorite? Can you help me weigh these opals?
Mm-hmm.
Get your stool. Bring it over here.
I don't have shoes on.
Okay, get your pad so you can stand on it. Okay, you remember how to turn it on? So first of all, can you show them this one? Show it where the light can be on it. Oh. You got to move it a little bit so that you see how the light reflects on it. So now turn on the scale. Turn on the scale.
It goes here or here?
That one, yep. And then if it says 0, you put it on there. That one is 1.1 carats. Okay. Then you can put it back in there. Let's try this one right here. Wait, let's guess. How much do you think that one weighs? I think that... Don't put it on, don't put it on there yet. You have to guess. I think it's going to weigh 2.5.
I think it's going to weigh $1,400.
Oh, I hope so. 2.5. Oh, 2.3. $1,400. Oh my gosh. Did you know that?
Let's see how these ones weigh.
We can.
I think it'll weigh 14.
14. 28. That's
Did you got it?
No, I was off. You were closer.
I think this one will weigh 30.
30? 18.
I think this one will weigh...
You want to show them? You want to weigh this one? Show them that one. 9.8, but I think we got our calibration off. Yeah. Okay, now try it. Just set it down on it. 8.4. And then look how pretty the colors are on this one. This is the one I was talking about, if you guys haven't seen it. Is this one right here. 8.3 carats, and it's sister stone. Oh, I just scattered stones all over the place. It's from the same stone. It's matched set, so pendant and ring stone. This one weighs 2.1? 2.8, just under 3, that's right.
Ooh,
so we got a little bit over 8, a little bit under 3, 8 to 11 carats.
One.
Yeah, that's the one I set yesterday. I hadn't showed you that one yet, huh? I don't know if I showed it. I think I showed everybody that one. Should we show them?
Yeah.
You think this one would be a good giveaway stone?
How does this weigh?
That one is one of the Mexican opals that we should cut. Maybe tomorrow I'll cut one of those. I think on the Mexican opals we can get a stone out of this one right here.
Is there a rock in there?
There's color in it, yep. And I think we can get one out of... The rest of these have so much cracking in them that I'm not sure we'll get. Where's my other one? My other prospect. This one? It's this one right here. I think we got a stone in this one right here. See the color there? And that one will be small, but I think we have some stones.
Should we go that far? Except I like gluing.
You like what? Gluing? That's true. You like to glue stuff, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think we should glue? Tell everybody, what do you tell people on the video? Remember, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.